Donna Blanchard, and this is your ThinkTech Daily News for Thursday, June 11th, 2015. For the first time in 65 years, a high-ranking official in China is being sentenced to prison for corruption. The 72-year-old former domestic security chief, Cho Young-kang, was sentenced to life in prison for accepting bribes, abuse of power, and revealing state secrets. He was tried in secret in the northern city of Tianjin. Mr. Cho was once one of the most powerful men in the country because of his control of the police and criminal justice system. He's been found guilty of accepting about $118,000 in bribes and leaking 6 secret documents to Chao Yang-chen, who has been identified as a Beijing fortune teller. Now, if that $118,000 doesn't sound worthy of a life in prison sentence, consider the fact that Mr. Cho's wife and son have been tied to bribes totaling more than $20 million. The New York Times found in an investigation published last year that the Cho family holds more than $161 million in documented assets. It's possible that, though not confirmed, Mr. Cho pled guilty in exchange for leniency for his wife and son. This verdict marks a high point in the career of China's president, Xi Jinping, who has been working to eradicate the graft that he said threatens his party's hold on power. The World Food Program, the anti-hunger agency of the United Nations, announced today that they will temporarily cut food rations by nearly 1/3 to 500,000 refugees in Kenya. These refugees are mostly from Somalia and South Sudan. They live in the Dadaab and Kakuma camps in northern Kenya, where they are not allowed to work by Kenyan law. The cereals, grains, vegetable oil, and salt they receive from the World Food Program is all they have. The program has been supplying enough food for the recommended minimum daily intake of 2,100 calories. This cut will bring them down to 1,520 calories each day. The agency expects to maintain that ration through October, but have also stated that it is possible that deeper cuts may be necessary if no new resources arrive. A spokeswoman for Oxfam America tweeted that the World Food Program's problems illustrates how the entire humanitarian emergency system was stretched and underfunded on every single level possible. Crowdfunding is being used by more than a dozen groups in Russia to raise money for separatists. It is possible to go online, donate to a campaign, and know that you have effectively purchased mortar shells that will be engraved with your name, or binoculars used by rebels in eastern Ukraine to spot and destroy an armed vehicle. Though they claim their mission is humanitarian, most of the groups help equip forces in the 2 regions in the center of fighting, Donetsk and Luhansk. Like other crowdfunding platforms, these utilize YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, and you can use your Visa or Western Union or PayPal to support the fighting that has killed nearly 6,500 people and created a landscape of Russian relations nearing that of the Cold War. Russian President Vladimir Putin has not done anything to stop the funding. That looks like tacit support at the very least. So, I know it's not meant to be a long-term solution to an ongoing financial need, but couldn't the World Food Program utilize crowdfunding, at least, until we can find more solutions to the growing problem of starving refugees? Just a thought. Happy King Kamehameha Day and a hui ho, everyone. Donna Blanchard, ThinkTech Daily News.